The phone was extremely cold. My medulla oblongata at that moment is not working. At that point, I was like, where will I start from? Because as the situation is looking at me and I'm looking at the situation with the Nigeria economy and everything, the way everything is going, I might not be using any phone till the end of the year. It's not funny. It's not funny because I nearly cried, but because I'm trying to hold my steez, you know, as a big girl, the fact that I have to use my own hands to, let me say, to spoil my own phone myself, like, it's unbelievable. But you know, they used to say that if your village people, it's not as if they are in the village, oh, they are like with you wherever you are. They are staying with you 24/7. Even when you breathe, they perceive it. So there's nothing, practically nothing that you will do that they will not know of it. So that is like the experience that I had with soaking my phone in a ice for 1 hour. Like it's like the most unbelievable thing that I would ever do. So on that day, I was on live stream on TikTok. Then my phone was overheating and it already loaded and it went off. Then I'm like, before charging it, there's no light. I'm like, before charging with my power bank, then let me use ice to cool it up to reduce the temperature. After which then I will plug it. So then I went to the refrigerator. The craziest part is there is cold, normally cold water, not too cold, like just a bit colder than the room temperature water. And I didn't pick it. Then I opened the freezer and I pick iced water. And I picked a bowl and I put it inside that bowl. Then my phone has a lot of stones in the pouch. Then I had to remove the pouch and I placed my phone at the top of that ice. And I was waiting for it to get cold. I even tried checking it, then it's not yet cold. I'm like, let me just leave it there for some minutes. Then my mom called me in the kitchen to come and assist her that I've been on my phone since all day, then I should come and help her out. And I went, and this woman didn't allow me to go inside the room. And myself, I forgot I kept my phone in the ice. In fact, my mom was laughing that, imagine if it was someone that did this to your phone. This house will not contain us. But now, it's good that you did it to yourself. It's good that you did it to yourself. So, it was like around 6 when she called me, and I didn't go inside my room till around 7 when Lepa bring the lights. Then I'm like, let me go and plug my phone. Then when I got to the room, I met the phone already sweating cold water. Like the phone was extremely cold. Like, you know when you put a phone in the refrigerator, how cold it's going to be, and it's even got to the point that all the screen is sweating and pouring out cold chilled water. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've messed up. And I picked it, I started cleaning it, I took towels, I cleaned it. Even the towels was cold. And I blow it everywhere there is water. I have to blow it, like wait for it to, I wrap it with the towel, wait for it to get a bit come back to the room temperature. Then I plugged the phone back. I plugged it and it was charging. Then I put it on. Then I was using the phone till around 12. My phone is not coming on. It just went black. I was pressing it and all of a sudden everything just go dark. Then I used my other button phone to call my number. Then it was ringing. I picked it and I can see that it's working. Just the screen that is not working. So I could not sleep till daybreak. I woke up, I could not even sleep. Then I dressed up very early in the morning. I wanted to go to the repair center. My mom told me that you cannot go now because you practically don't meet anybody there. So you have to wait till around 9:10. Like 9:10 normally that I'm still on bed. Now looks like it's too long. It's like it is too long for me to wait. So when it was around 9, then I dressed up and I went there. And getting there, I don't even know how to explain to them. Like, the child in me did some rubbish, and now this is the result. So the man took the phone. They said that they wanted to eat the phone up. They opened everything. They heated the screen, did everything. The phone is not still coming on. Then he tested it with another Samsung screen, and the phone came on. And let me tell you, like exactly a week before this incident happened, I was just sitting there and something came to my mind, that is this phone that I'm using, is it waterproof? Though it has never fall, but I'm like, let me just check if the phone is a waterproof or not. And I went to Google and I went to search, okay, S20, is it waterproof? Then I read about, like, okay, it is a waterproof, but despite that fact, it's not as if I'll still put it inside water just to be sure in case of anything. And at that moment, I'm like, I'm gone already. He told me that at the situation now, I need to get another screen for my phone because the screen is gone. And I asked him what is the price for a new screen, and he told me the screen is 180,000 naira. 180,000. So this is where the reality comes in. Like, I don't have a budget to spend even 2,000 naira at the moment, and you're telling me that I will need to get a screen for 180,000 naira, which I am not. I don't. It's not even about me not wanting to spend the money at the moment. It is about me practically not have the money. I might not be using any phone till the end of the year. I might not be using any phone. So I wanted to tear up at that moment, but as the big guyish, I have to I have to hold my steez. And I composed myself, and I just got my mom with my button phone that I don't know. They said the screen is why it's you. I don't know where I'm going to see this money, because I don't even if I should see the money, I have other things that I need to do than buying a screen that I use my own hand to spoil. And she's like, just come back home. Come back. When I go home, she's like, let us use the rice method to revive the phone. And I'm like, rice method only works for button phones. I've never heard of anyone use a rice method for an Android phone. And she told me some examples, some people that have told her that they once did that and it worked for their Android phone. Like, but this is a Samsung phone. They didn't say Samsung should be soaking rice. But the fact that I don't have an alternative, I gave her the phone. We soaked it in rice. 2 days after, no, 4 days after, then she picked the phone. The phone didn't come on. She wrapped it in, she said probably the eating rice is not enough. She wrapped it in a handkerchief, then she put it inside a bag of garri. 2 days after, it was around 5:30 early in the morning, I was praying. Then I just heard her singing a praise song. I'm like, did this woman win Lotto? What is going on? Came in and showed me the screen that she already told me that the screen is going to come on, but I didn't believe it. And this is the screen now. It has come on. I was so happy. I was just saying I love that. And mind you, back to the beginning. Since that very day that I knew that I have 180K, I started praying, God, there's nothing you cannot do. That's my prayer points. There's nothing you cannot do. Please revive my phone back, please. I know I made a mistake. It is the devil that pushed me. That's what we used to lie on. Devil all the time. Devil. This time I'm the one that pushed myself with the village people assistance. So I was praying, and I was happy at that moment when the screen came on. After we had some back and forth discussion, I'm like, Mom, let me see my phone. Then she gave me the phone. Upon collecting the phone, the screen went black again. Is it my hand, or I don't understand? The screen went off. We waited, the screen didn't come on. So she's like, okay, let her return it back to the garri. She puts it there. Then after a few days, she removed it. and the screen didn't come on. Then I called the phone repairer that this is the situation. The screen came on and all of a sudden it went off, and I've been waiting for it to come on back, but it refuses to. So what will I do now? And it was telling me that there is a possibility that my phone would eventually come back, like it would get back to the way it used to be, but it might just take time for you to do that. And I'm like, okay, I have like a 50% guarantee that something might happen out of miracle. Sometimes I'm hoping for the miracle aspect, because there's no way I'm going to get back to doing some of my social activities without my phone. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Then I went to price phone in the market. Did you see how much they are selling phone? Like common techno, you cannot get a good techno less than 100,000 naira. I don't know, probably it's because I've not been really doing phone issues. I didn't know that phones are fucking expensive. Like phones are fucking expensive. My phone that I bought like 6 months ago, when I went to the market, they are telling me used one. They are telling me it doubles the amount I used in buying it in the first place. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how? So with this economy, I will not pack this money to buy a phone. And to not top it all, then when I got fed up with the entire waiting, long waiting, and I went to the phone repairer again, that this phone, how much will they buy the phone? Because as the situation is, I cannot raise that money right now. But if they can buy, then I can get a little change to add and get a small Samsung. I don't want Techno. I prefer like a Samsung. Then he told me that they can't buy it less than, okay, sorry, they can't buy it more than 50K. In fact, for them to even buy 50K, they pitied my condition, because normally they should buy like 30K, 40K. I'm like, you mean my phone? S20 plus. You want to buy it for 30K? It's like, yes, because Samsung only has value when the screen is intact. And in my situation, the screen is a goner. So that is the highest they can go to buy the phone. So I have to return back, because there's no way. Do you know how much I buy it? Like I will not sell it for 50. No, 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 no. There's no way I'm doing that. I have to return back. And after the back and forth, 10 days after the phone didn't come on, then I concluded that I can't keep on waiting. Instead, I would need to move on with my life, because I can't get stuck because my phone is not with me. So I have to move on with other activities without my phone. And in the process of waiting, I enrolled in different courses through my laptop on LinkedIn. I was taking different courses, getting to learn new things, and it really helps me, because that is what I needed at the moment. It really helps me. And after the 10 days, I told my mom to remove it from the garri. There's no point. We don't have hope that the phone is going to come on. So I put it in my bag. I'm like, probably if I'm able to raise money, I would fix it. But it's not like an urgent thing for the moment. I just have to keep it pending when I will be able to raise money to fix it. 5 days after I've removed it from the garri sack and I put it in my bag, I wanted to bring my laptop. It was inside my laptop bag. I wanted to bring my laptop out that evening. I wanted to use it. Then my aunt touched the phone. I'm like, let me just check on the phone to see if anything is going on with it. Then I picked the phone. I try on it. It's not coming on. Then I'm like, let me plug the phone and see what is going on with it, if there's any new developments. Then I plugged the phone and it was charging. It was charging. I was so happy that I didn't sleep till daybreak. It is like you buying a new thing. That time when we were young, when you buy something new, like when your mom buy you a new clothes or buy you a new shoe, you understand there's an event a day, like probably a day to the event, they bought those new items for you. You will not sleep. Like you will be looking, you will be the joy, like that kind of joy. That is what I felt at that moment. My phone is back after 15 days of being dead, being away. So I didn't sleep and I was operating my phone till daybreak. I'm like, even if this phone is going to go off again, at least let me enjoy it for the moment. If it's still going to go off for the next 15 days again, I can stay for 24 hours without sleeping. And I stayed 24 hours without sleeping. And I was the next day again, this one didn't go off. And if I should sleep so I wake up, I'll still check it. So I'll put it. It's like having a newborn baby beside you on the bed. The kind of way you pamper that side, like checking it, the baby, are you okay? Are you honestly, I experienced a lot this year. So that is how everything, and since then, I think it's over a month now, and my phone did not go off again. So in the process, I learned a lot, and that is the main reason why I'm making this video. I learned a lot. You see, our brain sees how we think about a different situation we're into. No matter how deep the situation is, our thoughts will determine how our brain will respond to it. Life goes more easier. For me to stay 15 days, after that, I'm not, after spending like that 24 hours, the very first 24 hours when the phone came back, I didn't get to use my phone like I used to before the incident. I didn't get to do activities. It is like very hard for me to sit down facing the cameras to create content. I didn't do it. Like it became hard for me to do that. So I began to think that, so my brain sees my thoughts, and because I'm not this kind of person that get depressed so easily, even if the situation is very worse, I can just tear up, then I'll wipe myself and I move on because life continues. So my brain sees what I'm going through at the moment, and the only thing it could do is to change how it reason with the environment and adapt and get used to how things is going. Everybody that watch this video, your phone will never be so okay. Not even about being soaked. Yeah, you don't have village people following you, but your phone will never go missing this year. Probably next year. Your phone will never go missing. Abi anything should happen because that moment, like if you have experienced losing the sight of your best friend for a day, you would understand what I'm trying to say, because most of us, our best friend is our phone. Even though me, I have a best friend, but my best friend, my second best friend, is my phone. So if you have experienced that, you would understand what I mean by all these things that I'm saying. So thank you so much for watching, and you should watch how to some of my content, because I'm going to be creating lots of content, all the things that I've learned during my isolation period. Yes, during my isolation period, I'm going to be inputting them in some of my contents, and I hope you're going to love and enjoy the videos and the content I'll be putting out. So don't forget to share the videos, subscribe, like, you can comment, you can tell me anything you feel, anything you think I should have in my content, anything I'm missing out, you can tell me, you can write it in the comment section. Thank you so much.